Welcome back to the shed. Episode 15, I believe. We are on the Virago saga. Once again, there's been work going on in the background, and we'll say semi-productive. We'll go through that as we get to bits and bobs. Yeah, it's going to be better to show you as well as tell you, because then you're just going to understand better. But we're still not running. The last time we had it running, obviously it was over flooded with fuel and it cracked straight up. It hasn't done anything since then. I haven't been able to get it to run at all. I don't know what the problem is. I'm going to be honest, it's got me racking my brains. I've been messing around with jetting and stuff and whatever to the new carb, but it's, to be fair, it's a bit of a minefield if you don't understand where you're going. And to be fair, I know what I'm doing when it comes to jetting and carbs and stuff usually, but I didn't quite understand what it was that I needed to do in this. Well, today I've been reading some stuff this morning, and I think I've got a bit better understanding of what I need to be trying to do. It's going to be a little bit of fuck-assing about, you know what I mean, changing out the idle jet, and I've got a bag full of them. Yeah, there's some more like kicking about as well. So I've got plenty to go through. I want to get this running. But first, I just remembered when I'm in my pocket, I want to say a big thank you to Jenny Davison from the Virago GB forum. She actually sent me out some bits and bobs and that, just for the price of postage to help me along with my project. Jets, a couple of other carbs, PWK or PKWs, whatever they are, 34s. Yeah, a load of bits and bobs. Really appreciative of the help. Really appreciative of the stuff, and thank you a lot. So I just wanted to make sure I said that so people can see that I do appreciate help when help was given, and I do appreciate anything that anybody comments, etc., what have you know what I mean. Yeah, right, so I suppose we better go and have a look at what I've been doing and not doing, and yeah, I suppose, yeah, a couple of carbs there that I was donated again, thank you very much. Yeah, I'll try to mess around with having different jet sizings in them to then be able to just quickly swap it with this to do like change to see if I can get it right, but that didn't work out as well as I'd planned. So right, so what I'm doing is I'm getting what I call a link off out of the carb, but it's an intake backfire, I suppose you'd call it. But usually I find that's come because of a lean condition. So I've been chasing fuel mixtures up and down, and yeah, but I think I've been doing like too big of advances and stuff, and not, like I say, not quite understanding the system entirely. And like I say, I think I've got a bit better idea about it now. But we do get an occasional backfire. But yeah, but yesterday did I lean it out or did I put bigger jets? I think I leaned it out. I think I put the leanest jets in because I've been messing around going up, and I was convinced myself that I need to come back down again. So I put the leanest jets in that I had, and I tried to start it. Well, when I did that, there was a big pop through the carburetor. It blew itself off the intake boot there, and yeah, well, I've bodged the intake boot to fit again, but it doesn't fit properly. Yeah, so I was a bit annoyed at that. So I bought a coupler off at eBay or Amazon or wherever I bought it, I can't remember. So I'm going to change that now. But then while I'm at that, I'm going to go through and I'm going to see what jet's in here, the idle jet, and then I'm going to go and make a decision whether I'm going to start from the top or start from the bottom and work my way up. Now, my theory is, when we first did it and it was pissing fuel out everywhere and whatever, it did start, it struck up straight away, but we was pissing fuel out of, this is the air hole here, it was pissing fuel out of there, which is obviously too much fuel. I think I've got my slide set on my needle valve on the leanest setting at the minute. I can't remember what my mixture screw set at a minute, but I'm going to set it to 1.5 turns out, and I'm going to set the air screw to about 2 turns out. Then we're going to play with jets. So yeah, I'm going to go and change this bow and what have you, and then we'll bring you back when I've got the carb apart a bit. Bugger, that's awfully close to my coffee. I'm not sure whether I just spilled some in there. Am I still going to drink it? Of course I am. Well, I didn't trim that alright. That was 3 inches long by 1.5 inches. But I managed to push it better onto the manifold, I'd have said. It's nice and snug on there with lovely jubbly, and I reckon we're just going to give better clearance for the throttle when it comes to it, and accessing the choke when the tank's fitted properly, because as you see, it's not, it's cocked to the side, because I was having a problem with trying to like get it to fucking do stuff. Right, now I'm going to take this float bowl off. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have done that one up. I'm going to undo this, and then I'm going to rotate the carb 90 degrees, so now I can access the jet and change that. And then yeah, I can't remember what's in it now, but I think I'm going to go for the fattest one I can find to start with, to see if I can get it to just fire, because it's got fire. I mean, come on. I've done too much work to it to just not run. I don't understand. So, oh, not too bad though. I am toying with changing this carb altogether already. Somebody's telling me that a different carb would work better on it, and for the £70 it's going to cost to buy one, it's not too bad. But that won't be till after Christmas. Really, I wanted to get this to work good enough so it could run. And idle, I don't care if it runs up and down the road at this point. I just want it to bloody idle. So, I'm going to finish me coffee. Then we'll get that done. Alright, so that's the float bowl off and it twisted over. Now this is your main jet, and I believe that's for like flat out, basically 3/4 flat out throttle. And this is your idle jet here. Now I think this is the one we're having problems with, obviously, because it's your idle jet. And that works on just start up and mid-range sort of shit. So I think I've been trying to do too much at one time and fucking myself over. So we're going to concentrate today on just that idle circuit. I can't remember what this carb had in it when I got it. Maybe that was I should have done that, gone back to standard to start. Because maybe my old intake boot wasn't doing its job properly. Maybe it was sucking, I don't know, too much air. See, look, now I'm second guessing myself again. Right, I'm going to change this jet out anyway. Let's see if you can see it. It's just here, behind here. You want to make sure you get a nice, good fitting flathead screwdriver in it, because you'll chafe the fuck out of it otherwise. Yeah, and get that wound out, and then we'll see what we've got. Strangely enough, this jet wasn't tight, which I don't understand. Oh, that was a 32 in it. That was the smallest I got. And if anyone remembers, the only time it ran good was when it was running really, really fat. So, I've got a 55. Let's start at the top and work our way down. I had a few people on the Virago 535 forum asking me what my battery setup is. That is actually a fairly new battery. It's just had loads of petrol poured over it. At least, well, at the worst, 3 months old. But yeah, with all the cranking and stuff I've been doing, I haven't been trying to overstress that. So I've been jumping it with this diesel battery that I keep on a bench and charged for emergencies and stuff. So I've definitely got enough power, I reckon, to be giving it a good enough turning over and starting. Besides it used to before. So it's definitely something to do with all this shit that I've obviously done. I'm just going to set it up now, and we're going to see if it will fire on that 55 jet. Right, I've done a different camera angle, so you can see the exhaust and the carb, so you can hopefully see what it's doing. So we'll turn the ignition on. That's the carb filling back up. Yeah, I went a bit mad there for a second. Right, do we go choke or just start? We'll just try start first. pump keeps going mad. That's strange. Well, let's get some choke. Right, so it's definitely delivering a lot of fuel if the fuel pump's doing that. It sounded like it wanted to go then. It did a little pop, but then it popped out of the carb as well. But we're going to give that another try. Come on. Don't understand why the pump's going so mad. Give me a second. Guess who forgot to do his clamp up? Guess who blew his carb off again with his backfire through the intake? What an absolute dickhead. Oh, that was totally my fault. But I definitely think a 55 jet is too much. I think the wife's wanting to go out in a minute, so I think I'm going to have to bang the carb back on, change the jet down to a lower one, maybe have another try before I might have to leave for a bit. Oh, plus my battery's going dead on my phone. Yeah, right, my battery's going dead, so let me do this quick. And we might get one more attempt to fire it. What shall I go for? 55? 50? 40? 45? I think somebody said to me he runs a 140 and a 42. So I think I might just skip, and just for now, because I ain't got much battery, we'll go to a 40 or a 42. Just so you know, I put a 45 in it. Right, no camera angle, shit production work here. Let's see if it's gonna work. Why are you making so much noise today? Am I out of fuel in the tank? Nothing. I have fuel in a fuel bowl. There's fuel in here. Have we got an issue with fuel supply maybe? Let me reposition this. I'm gonna have to go inside and charge my battery, so we'll be back shortly. Alright, so while I've been inside, I've been talking to somebody on the single carb conversion forum for these bikes, and he's reckoning a 120 main jet and a 30 slow jet, and he's saying have the idle, not the idle screw, the mixture screw, 2.5 turnings out, and he reckons that's a good place to start. So I'm going to scrap my planner, just going down one at a time, and I'm going to see if I've got anything near that in my jets that I've got. It's a bit chilly in here. I'm going to have to stick my shit little radiator on to see if I can warm it up a bit. But yeah, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to look through my jets and stuff, and then I'll bring you lot back. Alright, so the smallest idle jet I had was 132, and it's got a, no, it was a 32, sorry, and it's got a 20, fucking hell, 120 and a 32. Fuck off. Now I'm going to set my mixture to 2.5 turns out, as I was told, and then we'll hopefully have this bag of shit running. Hopefully. Right, still no real change. Turning over, big backfire every now and again. Scare the piss out of you, but not do anything else other than that. I'm going to check the plugs, make sure they're not all fired up and shit, or soaking wet or something, and then I'm going to try again. Oh, we're close now. I have my first few little signs of life there. I think I may have a problem with the, I'm assuming there's got to be an O-ring in that mixture screw hole there, because we seem to be leaking a bit, and that might be causing me a lot of problems while I'm chasing my tail quite frantically. But it's sort of, it don't start, but I'm nearly at it now. It's sort of bop, 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 bop. Yeah, I think I'm close. I'm going to clean the plugs up again. Hopefully, it's going to crack off this time. So close yet so far. Here we're at. You can hear she's just wanting to go, but she won't quite go. I fucked about with a choke. I've been fucking around with a mixture. Just ain't quite got that little pop to go. Oh, it's kicking me in the balls again, but progress. Oh shit, nearly dropped you. Right, I've been messing around that much. Start motor's getting hot now. As you see, that's not an old starter motor, so I don't have to go and replace it if I don't have to. Oh, we are so close though. So close. But I fear today I've probably come to the end of my tether. But it nearly starts. I mean, yeah, I've got to let that start motor clip. Yeah, I'm going to disconnect stuff, be sensible, let the start motor cool down, do some more reading, probably come back to it tomorrow, do some work behind the scenes. Yeah, so that's where we're at. The struggle is real still, but it's getting closer. I mean, yesterday I had no joy at all. We were doing anything, just backfires and coughs out the car. So that's not too bad. Yeah, to be fair, I'm happy with that. I'm going to call that a win so far. Not a big win, obviously, but it nearly starts. So, fuck it. I'm going to go edit this video and put up a few lot. If you actually have any ideas which would get it going, drop them in the comments, you know what I mean? I do appreciate any help, tips, advice, anything, you know what I mean? I'm not one of them dickheads who's like, if I've got to find out more than you, because I know when I don't know something. Yeah, and everything that I do know is not making sense to me on this. So I'm really struggling. What I need is, I need a Jim from Superbar Surgery. That's what I need. Because he'd come around here and he'd fix this up in 10 minutes. Like, oh, just a thought. If that mixture screw is leaking, I've got an O-ring set. That'd be an easy fix. Yeah, anywho, yeah, I need a Jim really to come and fix my shit, but I can't afford a Jim, you know what I mean? Clever bloke. I've been trying to watch some of his videos and learn some stuff. He does a lot of multiple carb stuffs on Japanese super bikes, mine, so yeah, it would have been a bit better if I'd have left on the original carb, but as we all know, I destroyed that trying to repair it, so it is what it is. This is where we're at, and I've got to do what I've got to do with what I got, basically. Yeah, so like the video, consider subscribing, all that bollocks. If not, give it a thumbs up. I'll see you next time. Cheers.